This is Multiplaying, episode 36, recorded on Friday, July 2nd, 2010.
Everybody online, looking good.
A companion podcast to the collaborative blog and gaming community that's playing as life allows. This is Multiplaying.
Well, let's start the insanity.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello?
Great heavens! What kind of radio show is this?
And this is Multiplaying. Tonight on the show we have Brian.
Hello.
Jason.
Hi.
John.
Hello.
Shannon.
I'm here, kind of.
Sort of. And this is me, Steve. Let's see. Let's get into what... What?
Not me. Not me. You're going to go to me.
Oh, you bastard.
Skip me.
Well, then I will skip to John. First, what you drinking?
I'm drinking some more of my organic wine because I still have more of that left. So I'm trying to finish that off. I got a whole bottle to go.
Are you buying like a case?
And
No,
where'd you
it's
get that at? Like a Sam's Club
Like a
for
keg of wine.
Costco
That's
for pussies?
Keg of wine.
No, it's just that, Maria, filled a keg from the vineyard out back, and I have to finish that keg before I send her out again.
Put it in a box.
Yeah, it's a
Got a
box.
tap on it.
Good job, Maeve. Chat room says it's a box.
All right, it's
They
a pretty
called
big
you out. Yeah.
It's a pretty big fucking round box made of wood.
That is cardboard, my friend. Cardboard.
Oh, okay, yes, whatever you want to call it. In any case,
So,
Yeah, so-
what
Is
have
that bottled
been...
by Boone's Farm?
it's Crazy Wolf Farms.
Crazy Wolf.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
should do that. That'd be awesome.
I've heard of Mad Dog, but
Yeah, Crazy Wolf Vineyard.
It's like a step below Mad Dog.
it's like
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, exactly.
And which is two steps
Exactly.
below game day.
It is somehow
Hey,
related to
come on.
Dream-
I don't know.
Did I tell you when I went to 7-Eleven and I bought, I think, a game day, and the lady at the counter was like,
Again.
this isn't that good, is it?
This again. He keeps buying it again and again.
And I said, no, it's really bad. And she kind of looked at it, and she paused, and she worked for him. She's like, but the price is right. I'm like, yeah, it is.
You should show him the can to prove you buy it.
I don't have any right now.
I bet you have one in the kitchen.
I know. I actually drank them all.
Because he got a funnel while he was there.
My
Yeah,
silence
they sell them there.
is
They
one of
throw
a
it in.
condiment. Okay.
So,
Comes
John, what you been
attached to the
playing?
beer.
Well, I bought for like $5 off of Steam on their crazy, I'm going to steal from you sales. Tachyon, The Fringe, which is like old school space action shooter. I don't know if anyone in the chat room has played it.
No.
Okay. Blameful Gecko doesn't like it, but J-Dub does, so I don't know.
Talk about it.
Well, the only thing you need to know is that the main character's voice is Bruce Campbell.
Sold.
Well, that's all you need to know.
That's it. I mean,
You can hear his chin rubbing the microphone.
but yeah, exactly. But I mean, the funny thing is, like, I mean, I played this back in the day when it came out. I mean, this is like, God, 10, 11 years old game now. But it's pretty awesome. Like, there's I forget how many branches, but it was like a branching storyline. You choose a side, you start fighting for them. It was like an RPG in a way. But like you go through your initial period and like of, okay, this is the game, this is how you fly the ship, blah blah blah, and then you start doing missions like as a mercenary. But you sort of choose, much like an RPG, like the side that you want to start doing more missions for, and you start fighting for them, and eventually exclusively, and you get different ships and abilities and weapons based on that. But it's just so funny with Bruce Campbell voicing it over all of it, because he has the exact, and I mean word for word, the same one-liners he's always had in every movie and every show that he's ever done. Like, every one of them. Like, how about some fire, Scarecrow, and stuff like that. Like, really? You got nothing else? It's so funny.
Does he say the Amazing Spider-Man?
I'm sure he does at some point, but I haven't heard it in that game yet.
I think there's copyright problems with that.
Yeah, maybe he'll say like the amazing spider-looking man. I don't know. But It's fun, and I got it because it was cheap, and I enjoyed it when I was a kid, and
Cool.
so I was like, what the heck, why not? I've been playing that. I've been playing a lot of Star Trek Online. Hit the level cap. Hit the level cap. Did some raid against the Borg. That was pretty epic. It was a big task force where we had to actually infiltrate this like Borg base and take out the Queen, and it's pretty intense. There was like we had to jump from platform. It was like a platformer element where you had to the whole floor was covered with plasma, and if you jump in it, you literally just die within seconds. It was like within like probably 3 seconds, you're dead.
Wow.
And if you fall in the plasma, there's sometimes a pipe that you can jump on, but even if you make it, you're in critical condition. So the whole room is filled with drones and tacticals and medicals, all the Borgs, and then the Queen is, of course, kicking your ass. And you got to jump from platform to platform, and you got to take 3 people around these platforms. So you got to have 3 people that are good at jumping, like platformer style, and you got to go to each side. So there's 3 consoles that you have to hit at the same time. And then you have to turn around and inject the generator with a virus. And you got to finish all 4 generators in each of the 4 corners before the first one's progress is finished.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that if you die, you have to either have a squad member respawn you, or that's it. You're done, because if you hit respawn, you're actually outside of the room, and there's a force field that doesn't let you get in. So.
Wow.
So it was a pretty intense task force. So we had to do it a couple of times, but it was awesome. I got my first purple right away for my ship, and
nice.
And a couple good blues and then a few good greens. But pretty cool thing actually.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Well, okay. Well, pretty cool thing. God damn it, Steve. Pretty cool thing is that they give you for doing a task force, you automatically get marks of valor, is what it's called. So each time you complete a task force of any kind, it doesn't matter how many times, they're all repeatable. You get 5 marks of valor. So then you could turn those marks of valor in for the purples that would have dropped on the mission anyway. So if you have bad luck like myself normally, you can get it anyway with the marks of valor that you can turn in for gear. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I think every 2 task forces, you're able to get 1 ship weapon, and I mean, there's a whole currency system for those, but I haven't looked so deeply into it. But I'm in the Borg space finally, and I got assimilated. Actually, that was pretty intense.
Wow. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Like, basically, besides the introduction to the Borg, where they're like, okay, these are like shitty Borg, and this is the tutorial, and have fun.
They're kind of shitty.
They're kind of shitty. They're kind of like.
They're like, oh, these dicks.
Yeah. It's kind of like, wow, the Borg, not too scary. Yeah, once you get to the Rear Admiral level,
hot Rear Admiral.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, you can't let them get close to you. As soon as they're within melee
they're going
range,
for the rear. You gotta
Rear Admiral.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have lots of.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get close to you
Because as soon as they do, they start fisting you. They start fisting you, and it's really bad. It's really terrible. They start assimilating your rear.
Yeah, the nice thing is that when the thing Cryptic just added that when you get your Rear Admiral rank, you get that uniform. You get the uniform that has the sign on the back that says Rear Admirals do it from behind. So
yeah,
you know what that emote that they added for that is?
What is that?
Resistance is futile.
Oh,
nice,
clever.
I just thought of it just now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I like that. That's good. Anyway, so it's pretty cool. Like the dynamic of the game now is just so vast. And did some PvP, even though it's in favor of Klingons because of the cloak. Today, as per the canon, actually, which I was impressed with, just as of today, Cryptic added a Federation ship that has cloak. And not only does it just have cloak, like, okay, so what? It's a dreadnought. Like, this thing is beastly. I mean, it's got, like, all the weapon ports and all that crazy shit, and it's got this massive phaser cannon on the front, which is like a lance cannon and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty insane. They're starting to balance out the PvP slowly. They also
Yeah, it's
pretty
severely
full.
reduce. They also severely reduce the damage bonus Klingons get from coming out of cloak, and that was pretty nice. Because they used to be that they would come out of cloak and one shot you, and then fly away like cloak again and combat cloak.
Wow.
And I was just like,
See, I still haven't done any PvP yet, and that's what I'm kind of looking forward to.
yeah, the Dreadnought's only an Admiral ship, but it's pretty cool. It basically looks like the Galaxy with an extra nacelle on the back in between the other two and raised up, and then has a whole bunch of extra gun ports and extra little doohickeys hanging off of it. It's pretty cool looking.
So what you're basically saying is for people who aren't max level and have access to that Dreadnought, that the lower level PvP is pretty skewed towards Klingon?
Currently, but then again, it's a little bit. It doesn't matter in a sense because the abilities are not as vast up until you get the higher levels. But like, it gets worse and worse the higher level you go. So yeah, it's. But they're still working on it. They're balancing. They're tweaking. They're toning down the Klingons' damage numbers and stuff. And
I would imagine a lot of that's coming with the
Wait.
Romulan race.
We got a question
Faction.
from the chat room. Can you customize it with a like paint job or tattoos or anything?
What, the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do custom paint, but I think there's kind of a limit to
God.
it.
I just
What?
read that question. All right.
Yeah.
We can in ATV.
ATV is the hotness in the fickle minds of the multiplayers right now.
hang on.
Uh-oh.
So why don't we just move on?
Oh, his
The next
wife.
person-
Yeah, his wife just probably showed
yeah.
him some ankles.
So speaking of APB, Jason, I was going to go to you next anyways.
Okay.
What are you, or do you want me to wait since he's back?
No, he's fine.
No, we're done
Okay.
with it.
He's done.
We're calling you done, John.
Okay. I had other games, but that's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead then.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
But you did no. I wanted to keep talking about though because I want to get my Star Trek. Out
Oh,
of
if you have other games that like he's talking about, like put them in here.
Okay.
Yeah. And here you are trying to move the shit along, so like
Well,
that.
because I don't care about what you're talking about.
So then go get a drink. Jesus Christ. Go fill it higher.
But you did take some of your time out from your busy Borg killing to help me out this week. You helped me get level 11 in it.
Oh, that was
in
fun.
Star Trek. Yeah, that was fun. So yay! I got my new ship finally. I was so happy.
I know you're
kind of
finally.
ship
I
go
heard
with?
about that.
Yeah, I was.
I
It was
heard you
like,
were. Oh my god! I got my
instant-
ship. Oh, thank God! I'm going to bed.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yes.
It was like 11 o'clock, and I had to get up at 5, so I was done. But yeah, I was very, very thrilled with that. So it was, the extension of my manhood is even bigger now in Star Trek.
What
My
kind of
space
ship did you get?
manhood. I went with the cruiser just because I wanted, since I'm going engineer with my would-be captain, I want to kind of go the tank route, if you will, take more damage. So
Yeah, I'm a purist like that too. Like when I play a tactical, I'm in an escort ship. When I play a science, I'm gonna be in a science ship. I don't know, it's just,
Yeah, well, that's the way it seems to play it. Do what you're gonna do.
dude. Actually, I see like every tactical officer I've ever seen is in an engineering ship. Like I don't like in a cruiser. Like I'm like I guess I get it, but I don't know. I'm just like let's go with an escort. Have the
so you
cannons.
can have some meat, and so you can have some guns.
Yeah, they're going like the hybrids. I'm just like
Yeah.
Just go all out cannons and kick ass.
See, I don't think I really understand all the intricacies of it yet. I'm just like, okay, I'm a scientist, so I'm gonna. Science ships look cool, and I'm sure as I play more
It's like
and get
crazy
higher,
complex. Yeah.
that is pretty serious business. And I think even Steve, you were talking about when you were respecking or doing whatever, you were just overwhelmed by the sheer numbers.
Yeah, I got my ship night before last, and then last night I think I spent like 45 minutes up until when the new episode of Futurama aired. I spent like 45 minutes,
Which
just sitting
was
there.
awesome. It was really good episode.
That was amazing.
That was a
Side
great
note.
episode.
It was the best
Sorry.
episode. Oh my
Go
god!
ahead.
But back to Star Trek. Yeah, I spent about 45 minutes doing a loadout, looking at all of my officers and their loadouts. I'm still not done like fine tuning them. I mean, I'm not like much of a min maxer, but it is seriously, there is some depth there, and I really need to figure out what a lot of the a lot of like the deflector stuff and all that the deflector stuff is way over my head. But yeah, I need to learn that stuff and
Because
get it
I'm
properly
sure, like,
spec'd out.
statistically, it's important to know the girth
Yeah,
of your cruiser.
yeah, girth matters.
Girth
So
is,
I've been told.
crucial.
Actually, those cruisers, they drift like a motherfucker. Like, I'm used to my escort ship turning on a dime and everything. I grabbed a cruiser,
they
like I
power
was trying
slide?
it out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they power slide like crazy.
Drift.
Yeah,
You're like Vin Diesel in there.
I know, it's insane. Like, I'm trying to like turn left into like a solar system, and I drift past it into the next solar system. I'm like, really?
You're
Come
like,
on.
I am way too fast and way too furious for this.
Exactly. Like, a cruiser makes you feel fast and furious.
I'm not going to last long enough if I keep going in like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got way
Exactly.
too much
Going in
girth.
sideways. Yeah.
I should have.
When you go in
I should have named my
sideways with
ship.
such a large girth going in sideways, it's just terrible. It's just not good. Not good thing.
I should have named my ship the USS Vin Diesel.
I would
You
be
should've.
on board that, sir. But
You definitely have to be a rear admiral then.
Oh,
Oh.
I
By
went
the
with
way,
US.
Just,
Huh?
You're just going in sideways. Girth
The
rock.
depths kind of it's funny because when you talk about it on Twitter, you mention how deep it seems to be. It makes me a little, I don't know, suspicious because like STO came together pretty quickly, and for it to have such depth, I don't know how they did that, in such a short time. I just wonder if all that depth really actually is value, and whether they understand how much of an effect the depth has on the game, or whether they just kept adding shit, and it's just a big mess.
you're just going anal on this.
I really can't answer that because I'm not very familiar with the game.
It could be a good point. I have no idea.
Right.
I mean, when you talk about the depth, like how many skills are available and stuff like that, that's their version of specialization, because they don't have advanced classes or mastery trees, except for like the skill points that you're putting in specifically for yourself, which I guess could be your mastery tree in a way. But I don't know. That's the way you augment the abilities you use. I hit Rear Admiral, and I'm still discovering like new abilities. I hit that Rear Admiral like crazy.
What was it like? Do you have any music
I've seen
going?
your crew, so I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I've seen that crew. Yeah. I've been trying to model my crew after that.
I don't know. For anyone joining you, the Star Trek Online crew of the Paz Lupo ship is highly Playboy Bunny-esque, I would say.
Yeah, and
It's
I did
basically a
get
big
this-
strip club flying through the sky.
I did get to see them.
There
I did
are.
get to see them finally.
What is your objective opinion of my?
It was kind of funny.
Wait, where did you post them? Did you post them on the forum?
No, Steve went.
No, I was playing with them.
No. I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
he was playing with
No, I have not. No, I'm not. Deli, in answer to your question, no, I have not. They don't understand what you're trying to ask me.
Okay, you need to post them.
I will. I'll try, and then you'll fix it for me.
I'll fix it. You post it on our multiplaying forums, and I will fix it for you because
I will.
basic HTML escapes you.
Yep. Yes, it does. It does. I'm serious. I tried to post a picture like last week of my crew.
I
and
have
it
to
just
edit
wasn't working.
all sorts of shit. It's crazy. Okay, go ahead.
It's like kindergarten writing. He mails you something with crayon. Like, can you post this?
Can you do that for me? It's really terrible because I'm so lazy that I just don't even take the time to look at how HTML works, which is terrible because
It's terrible. It's awful.
I mean, I can program a craps game in C, but I can't. I can't even post a picture on a forums with HTML.
If you have your TI-85 calculator, you can fuck some shit up.
Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway,
So
we never got your opinion of crew, Slurms.
Oh, I think I probably had the same reaction that Jason had when he went onto your bridge. We beamed down to the planet, and all of a sudden I'm surrounded by 3 women that are just, I don't know, knocking me around with their breasts.
Did they offer you cocktails?
No.
He didn't care.
You didn't hear anything. He was just drooling.
John was waiting for me because I was just standing there for a while. I was just standing there for a while, and then finally I was like, "Holy crap, man!"
I was actually like, "Hey, are you ready?" And there was like no response.
Okay, can we move on?
Yes. So, Jason, what you drinking?
I'm drinking a. It's got a great Pilsner taste, and it has a triple hops brewed. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's called Miller Lite. It's pretty good.
I was thinking you were going to say Natty Light, and I was like, oh.
I didn't do his shopping this week. Sorry.
Come on, John.
I say half a step.
Half a step. Yeah.
It's like a step stool above that.
Stool. He said stool.
So when did you end up buying on Steam, Jason?
What did I buy on Steam? I think I bought.
I know.
I bought Eve. I have not played it. It was like $2. Haven't played any of it.
Right.
I bought. I ended up buying Red Faction Gorilla for $5, and I played just a little bit of it. That seems pretty cool so far. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think I've really bought anything. I've pretty much avoided. I did buy.
You didn't buy Star Wars Galaxy?
No, I didn't buy Star Wars Galaxy. $5.
$5?
No, I think
I already own Star Wars Galaxy, so I don't know. I wouldn't buy that again.
Yeah. I bought the XCOM pack. I've not played any of it yet.
Ooh, I was really tempted, but
I have never played any of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Graphically does not hold up well.
Well, which one, gameplay-wise, should I start with?
The first one, UFO Defense.
Okay, I'll start with that. I knew buying it wasn't going to be a graphical powerhouse, but I wanted to. That shooter, looking at E3, looks really cool, and I've read a lot of cool things. I
don't think it needs to be called XCOM.
No, but it looks really cool. I mean, I understand it's very, very different. This is more of a strategy game, but I want to try that out. I did buy, and I kind of feel like shit after saying the last podcast. It was, I think my exact words were "fucking sucks." I did buy APB.
I know you're gonna eat crow on this.
Yeah.
Trust me, that is a flash in the pan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it might be. I'm not saying that.
It's fun. I get that it's a lot of fun, but there's nothing like
lasting.
Yeah. If you want just like a wild good time, it is for you. That is the game for you. But if you want like something long-term, community like driven, no.
Well, can I talk about it first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we get anything?
No. Okay, that is the opinion from someone who has not played it for 1 second.
Yeah,
so.
you should probably listen to that. That'd probably be good.
Well, they're listening to multiplaying, so.
I've played some over the last couple days, and that game is completely bipolar. There are some awesome, insane moments, and there are some moments that suck absolute balls. But I think to kind of give a little bit of background to the game and kind of how I came into it and what I expected and what was the reality that I think people maybe should know was they bill it as it's broken up into a district. So you pick a cop robber side. And they bill it as being a 40 on 40 or 50 on 50. It's kind of changed over time. It's broken up into districts. It's not an MMO. It's not like a persistent world where everyone is on the same side. But it's broken up in those little districts. And what I was kind of disappointed was they said 40 on 40 or 50 on 50. So I was expecting like huge ass cops and robbers type stuff. And it's not really that. They put you into an action zone where it's a server where it is 40 on 40 or 50 on 50, but you have to do certain things to get a team sent against you. So at the most I saw it was like 5 on 5. And you'll see people doing stuff on that world. Like you'll see other people fighting each other, but you can't hurt them. You can't do things to them unless they're assigned against you. So if I'm a criminal and I'm going around killing people, it may say, "Oh God, there are cops coming on you now." COMING, and they're going to kill you.
I was going to say.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
They had Rear Admiral as a rank in the cops.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're in Detroit, so that's kind of just how it is here. So we're
Oh, of course.
But it's kind of cool. There's a lot of really, really cool moments where you're kind of in that chaos. So you'll see people fighting each other, and then you'll have a team fighting, and there'll be a big race, like a big fight going on around you. And some of the coolest moments I've seen is where you'll get people coming on you, and then you'll.
Oh my God!
Okay, I'm just trying to talk, people. You guys are gross. Where then maybe a team.
God.
Okay, I have to be very careful of my words here. God damn it.
Attacking you.
Yeah, they'll be attacking you.
Hot.
That's not hot.
Attacking your
How's that hot?
rear.
Put it on.
Oh God. But,
We're never done.
yeah. This. Good night, everybody. Some of the really cool moments I've seen is where there's a team going against another team, and
Oh yeah, team play.
right, and where and the car combat is really cool. So one of you will get into a car, and everyone can jump into the side of it.
I
So
love when you get in the car.
if you're in a van, if you're in a car, there's different seats. So if you're like a van or a SUV, there's 4 seaters, and everyone else can hang out of the SUV or car and shoot at people. So there's been some really cool car combat type of stuff, and there's a lot of really cool ways to modify your car, and even modify your music. You can import your own music and then have that playing through your car stereo, and when other people get in, they can hear a lot of what's going through your stereo. Or you can even
didn't you say something that they had to have that song in their library, or you're not sure?
It sounded kind of weird. Like, yeah, they needed to have it in their library and uploaded, and if they had the same song, they could hear what you were doing. But there's also another music studio part of it where you can edit your own theme and compose your own song, and that's your death theme to people. So if you kill them, they will hear that play.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. And there's different ways you can modify your car. You can put whatever on your car, and there's a lot of cool ways you can modify your music.
I've seen your car. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, my car is pretty badass.
Okay,
Yeah, that's awesome.
just from the chat room, they're saying that you can import your library. So
Yeah, I know you can import your library, and you can have whatever music you have play to you, but can you necessarily have that play to other people? I'm not really sure. Can anyone in the...
And don't
Yes.
they use Real FM as part of it too? Last
Yeah.
FM.
because
Sorry.
Jason earlier was Aberrant. I'm sorry, I was playing earlier the song from what was it? Where were you playing from?
I was playing one of the Hangover, like the guy singing the one song.
Well, with the
right.
Tiger song.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
If they, Blameful Gecko, I think what he's saying is right. If they have that song imported, it will play for them. But if you have a song imported that someone is not in the car with you, they're not going to hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll.
I figured they'd have to do something like that to avoid any kind of copyright infringement and the record companies getting on
But
their asses.
That's still one of the coolest ways I've seen music used in a game. I mean, to get around that, it seems really cool, regardless. And
But
I don't know.
but overall, I guess, like, what are you thinking of the game right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there on the edge of the knife. At times, it's really, really cool, and at times, it sucks. I don't know. I mean, I was talking to you earlier. I can't outright recommend it to anybody, but at moments, there are some really, really cool moments.
Oh, I can't read it.
There was a moment where I was on a team the other night for a couple hours where we had a really good team going.
You did. The girl in it was awesome.
And the guy was the driver, and every time we always go get a van, and we were talking about modifying a van to be like an A-team van, and we won almost every mission we were in. And one of the really cool moments, even though it sucked for us, was the guy was driving the van, she was on the one side of the van, and I ended up just hopping in the same side. So we were both hanging out shooting at a car, and they happened to pass us. And as they were passing, I was like crossing my field of view to fire on them, and I killed her.
Yeah,
It's friendly fire. And she died, and she was hanging out of the van. She was dead.
But she shot your ass too. Like
She did shoot me later. She threw a grenade at me.
on accident, but I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I think it's a temp game. Like, you had really great people who were really working together, and I think that's almost sad that the game doesn't have something more deep built in to build those connections, because it's more immediate focus.
Yeah,
Now,
and I think when it's working, it's awesome, and when you're by yourself or with a team that sucks, it's not a lot of fun.
as a comparison, though, for like pick up and play, just what would you say comparing it to like Global Agenda? Like apples and oranges, or is there like similarities there?
I think the difference. Oh, I think the main difference now that Global Agenda has gone to a free model makes Global Agenda a little bit more desirable. I think if I was able to walk into APP and not worry about my hours or paying a monthly fee, and go into that open action district and fuck shit up, I would definitely do Global Agenda, because it feels like there's a lot going on when you're in that world.
Also,
but every time when I go in that action district, I'm like worried about my hours depleting. I'm like, well, really doing something here that's important?
And just from an outside perspective, I mean, anyone else who has an outside perspective too, like chime in. But Global Agenda, I've tried the trial, and it's a fun game. It is a really fun game, and I'm a good guy. Whereas in APB, you're like, I don't know, a street thug. Like, that's not really something I
No,
don't
you pick sides, but
well, I don't know.
So you're either a street thug or a vigilante.
Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta say, one of the coolest moments I've experienced in a shooter, and it sucked because it was against me, was I was a criminal and I was fighting a cop, and they tased me and it incapacitated me, and there was a timer going, and I had my hands behind my back, and she went up to me and like put handcuffs on me. And there was a timer going, so if she had gotten killed by any of my teammates, it would have been interrupted. But and then she was able to do it because my teammates sucked. And I was basically arrested for a good long time. There's a timer going where my teammate's going to free me. But she basically left me and went off and killed everybody else. And at the time that ended, I respawned because no one saved me. But I think there's a lot of really cool things they do like that are pretty novel for a shooter.
I guess if you...
I just don't know if they're doing it the right way, but I think it's cool that they're doing it.
I guess if you enjoyed that kind of gameplay, that would be fun. I have no desire to play that role play. That's all. Like me, it's more about like becoming the character, like not
right. You want more depth.
I'm not like all in character when I don't want to be like pretend like I'm all into it, but it's not something I want to do when I...
No, this isn't like an MMO like you're talking about. You're not playing. You are picking a side and you're doing what you're allowed to do. It's not that. And that's why I think eventually this thing will be free to play. You may buy it, but I don't think they're going to have the subscription model. But I think it's not Crimecraft. This is way different than Crimecraft. It's more complicated.
You hated Crimecraft.
Yeah, Crimecraft sucked. But
Crimecraft is terrible.
This has a lot of merit to it. It has a lot of possibilities, and it can be a ton of fun. And it can also be just balls out maddening.
I think it's temporary fun.
Yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, that's why I wanted the comparison to Global Agenda, because if Global Agenda is a more tempting game, I want to know if you felt that APB would follow suit eventually with a free-to-play. So it sounds like that attitude of it is staying.
Yeah, but I think it will be free-to-play. Probably pretty quickly. I don't know. But I think it is fun. That's all I can really say. I've had some of those moments that I've had have been a ton of fun.
Okay, we're getting some feedback from the chat room. This is taking a long conversation to get to the roundabout where it's just not really worth it.
All right.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
that. What have you been playing? Anything else?
Just some more Magic. That's about it. And Star Trek. We already talked about that.
Why you blow through Magic? You've been like so up on that.
Oh, because I finally have been beating people, and it's been kind of cool.
Oh, you hate when you win.
No. No,
there's not as much anger and angst.
I know.
It's like, I gotta
talk about
motherfucking Magic.
How you doing, John? You all right?
I'm good. Just chilling. You guys aren't talking about games that I play, so I'm just kind of hanging out.
All right. The chat room's concerned about your status.
Nope. Totally good.
Okay.
All right,
Finished my second big glass of wine, but besides that.
I just gotta say, Magic continues to be awesome. That's it.
Cool. All right, Shannon, what you drinking?
Nothing.
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 Yeah.
You're
are you
going to
lying
hydrate.
Yeah, right.
Red wine.
All right.
Yeah.
Shut up, Maeve. Maeve says I need to drink faster.
She likes when you're inebriated.
This is what I have is pretty low alcohol content, so I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. Let's see.
Wait, how is that? You tried that new beer tonight, right?
I am.
I don't mean to jump, but
Well, that's fine.
How's it going?
My turn is probably going to be non-applicable anyways because I'm talking in everybody else's. But tonight I am actually drinking beer.
I know.
Yay.
It is a Belgian.
Hey, look at that beer you're drinking.
It is a Belgian raspberry beer. So yes, because of my palate, I have to drink something fruity to get by for beer. But it is fantastic.
You like it?
It is absolutely fantastic.
You like beer?
Yes, I like a
you
beer.
like beer.
Don't say I like beer. I like a beer.
I'm going to send you beer.
I'm excited for you.
I don't know if you know, but I have this beer with a great Pilsner taste. And top fruit. I might send you.
He also has a beer for gamers.
Game day.
Yeah.
Shannon,
So,
what you been?
playing World of Warcraft.
You've been playing what? Say what's louder?
World of Warcraft.
Awesome. That's fine. Are you enjoying it is the question.
Okay.
Say it proudly.
It's all right. Well,
you know what? You know what is fucked up? I know like
What's fucked
so many people who play games, so many people who play video games. I don't know one fucking person who plays the game that 11 million people subscribe to.
Weird, huh?
Right? Yeah.
play it.
So, well,
Yeah,
play with
Brian's playing.
Brian, will you play with me?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I need a noob experience.
Sounds very non-committal. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, I like who he's like, yeah, why not? I could use
This
slumming.
is like John last week when he was like, yeah, I'll totally log in and do that.
The patcher keeps crashing. It's not my fault.
Listen, when the expansion comes out,
Look,
absolutely.
Yeah, John, you
look.
probably don't really have a computer that can handle WoW, so...
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. My computer doesn't run bad games.
Oh, that
wait,
you know
I
what?
thought you
I
were
have to
playing
deal with
Star
what
Trek.
you just said.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
I just got Jason in trouble because he alluded to an insult towards the game Shannon is playing.
Yes, I have to deal with that.
Very true.
You told her you were going to play with her, and then you didn't.
And I totally would. I'll play a bad
I've
game.
totally heard about that the last couple days.
Look, I'll play a bad game if Shannon's playing it, but the patcher's not fucking
really?
working.
What are you gonna?
Barely needs you to babysit me. So
Yeah. I
No,
need to
but seriously-
babysit Shannon so Jason doesn't get in trouble. This is
I
basically-
really haven't heard you answer
you
the
know
question.
what? I don't want to play with any of you guys at all. So
No,
No,
you're going
so-
to play with this asshole.
nope. You know what? I refuse. I refuse for all of you.
When Cataclysm drops, I'll definitely...
Oh yeah, I look
Roll
forward
up
to
a-
that. Fuck you.
No, it's true. Listen,
So
I've been
basically,
through-
he's not going to play with you until November.
I know.
I've been through level 1 to 40 like 40 times, so I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 1 to 40 experience.
Yeah, it's a good experience too.
Well, apparently I've heard, but
Awesome. But you've been enjoying it at all? I mean,
no.
no? Thanks. All right.
Oh,
That's all. Best podcast ever.
So you're playing WoW. Do you like it? Nope.
Oh, she just wants to play with
There's
people.
pretty lights on my screen.
No, I've joined like 3 like noob guilds, like reroll guilds. They either like die and there's no one on, or they're just weird.
Or they have tests.
Yeah, like tests of loyalty. I'm like, what are you fucking kidding me? I joined like an hour ago.
What was
Good job. Good job. You
Name
passed the test.
Oh.
You
What
passed
was
the
that
test.
last guild you quit?
Oh, the muffins. No, the cupcakes. Yeah, I like their name.
What was the next guild you were thinking about joining?
I stole your couch. I like your
I
name.
stole your couch.
I stole your couch.
All right.
Well, if you have something, where noobs will play with noobs, let me know.
What happened to Outlaws Online?
Please give this woman a home. So, Brian, what you
Hey.
drinking?
I just finished another peach cider. Let the pussy jokes begin. And
Peach cider.
that's right. 7% alcohol. Though. It gets me drunk
Are you
quickly.
sure?
I'll take
7?
Yeah.
7%.
Yep.
Wow.
And
I thought I was bad with the wine.
Yep. I know we go through this every week that I drink this.
Yeah.
No. It's like
You bought that at Future Shop.
I'm drinking, I'm drinking passion fruit something, and everyone's like, Paz, you suck. And then he's like, I'm drinking a cherry wine cooler. It's just like, wow, thanks,
It's because
Brian.
I can grow a beard.
All right. Well,
And he wears the goatee, Paz.
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
does.
Oh, wow, you guys are going to make me grow a goatee just to... All right, I can do that.
I'm
what you been
playing
playing?
Age of Conan. Lots of Age of Conan. Yeah, we were talking about the fact that there are breasts everywhere, and I think that kind of is what lures all the asshats into the game. It's still, by far, the worst community I have ever
What,
seen in any game.
There's a Bresser or... Huh?
Just a few. Like,
But Brian
Go
is a
ahead,
little
Belle.
picky.
what's that?
You're picky by your breasts.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's the other thing. I mean, I like breasts, but I like round breasts, not square breasts made of polygons. You know what I'm saying? Just something about square breasts. Just
you
don't
like
do it.
real ones, not fake ones. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing because you run through like Tortage, and guaranteed, just in front of the village there, you're going to see at least 2 or 3 shirtless women running around, and it's just guys rolling up
Okay.
characters,
What's up?
taking a, yeah, exactly. And that's not even the problem. The reason the community sucks is just take a look at chat. It's constantly like
He's
wow
leaving,
bashing.
he's leaving.
I've bored the hell out of them.
Yeah, you're done talking about breasts. He's done. That's still going.
But yeah, I agree with the community bit though. It's pretty rough. I really don't. I have been playing lightly, but it's I don't really talk to anybody. I just kind of go do my thing.
Yeah, you really have to either shut down the global chat or just go to the combat tab and ignore it, because there's a lot of terrible stuff going on through there. And it's funny because it's constantly the same thing. It's almost like a scripted chat. Somebody mentions WoW, and then the next 20 minutes, people are kicking WoW in the teeth, and then somebody will mention Obama, and then the racism starts and the politics start. It's crazy. But anyway, back to the fun stuff.
It is the same chat every time you log on.
Yeah. So it gets a little tiring. But the game is awesome. I love the combat. I just, there's something about that combat that just, they've really nailed it, the feel of it. It's even better than I remember, actually. When I was playing it before, it was actually a little bit slower, and they've made killing a little bit quicker now. So you can mow through, groups of enemies a little quicker, which makes you feel a little more heroic. It's a lot of fun.
I noticed that I had like 4 or 5 minions on me the other day, and I just took them down. I was like, all right, that was pretty sweet. But then I went back and got trampled on by some boss that I didn't see. So,
Oh yeah, minor detail.
yeah. But before that, I was kicking ass.
Well, I went back to my assassin, and my assassin was I had stopped playing him around level 40 because he was pretty easy to take down. The survivability wasn't really there, and I started leveling up a Conqueror. But a couple of weeks ago, I decided to try out the assassin again, and survivability is there again, and it's a lot of fun. So that they've revamped a few of the classes. They revamped the assassin. They just released a patch revamping the ranger, and it sounds like a pretty interesting revamp. They've done a lot.
What did they do with the Ranger?
You know what? It's really technical and detailed. It's kind of a crazy little thing, and I don't even want to try speaking to it now because I'll probably just get it wrong. But it's a major change to the class, and a lot of people at first glance are hating it, and then anyone who seems to have actually tried out the changes is saying, "Wow, this is a lot more awesome than I expected." So, yeah, Dark Templar. That's right. They revamped Dark Templar a couple of months ago. I know that beforehand they couldn't wear plate armor. They can wear plate armor now. So,
oh, sweet! I can.
Yes.
Sweet. I didn't know that.
That might help you as well. So,
rock on.
Yeah, if people haven't tried it out, it's definitely worth trying out again. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
And I bought Trine from the Steam sale.
Awesome. What was that? $5
game.
or something like that?
Yeah, it was like $5, $4 something. You know, it's funny. I'm a moron when it comes to games. I love the way it looked, but there's too much problem solving for me. Like immediately, it gets to a point where it's like,
there's a lot of stopping and thinking and doing whatever.
yeah,
I just won't kill shit.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, it's not
It's
that
going to be like Torchlight.
I know what you're saying. If I'm in that mood, and I've played that before, and I had to stop, like, no, I just want to hack and slash shit. That is not the game for that.
It's the reason why I can't play Portal, and I know Portal is an awesome game. I look at the mechanics for it, and I think this is fucking genius. I get into it, and as soon as I fail a puzzle like once or twice, I'm like, I just don't care enough to get through this.
He's in the beginning, and he goes, "Go ahead and walk through the door," and he's like, fuck, I don't know." Just quit.
Pretty much.
I don't know about walking through that door, man. That's just asking too much. I mean, give me a sword, I can kill some shit, but god damn, walk through the door. Seriously?
Awesome.
So, that's
anything else, man?
Awesome. That's it. Oh, wait, sorry. I bought Champions Online. What a fucking shit.
Why did you buy that? Why would you?
It was $7.
Yes, because it was $7, and
you could have gone to Subway and got a sandwich
And a pop and chips.
and a drink and chips.
I don't know. The first time I played it, I baited it, and the first time I liked it actually. I remember playing like for a few days in a row and having a lot of fun. This time I logged in, and like 10 minutes later, I couldn't take it, and I tried like a couple of days later, putzed around for about 20 minutes, and just went back over to Age of Conan.
So totally worth $7.
Oh yeah, absolutely, money well spent. That's it.
All right, cool. Only things I bought off of Steam so far. There's a couple days left of the sale. I bought Eve for $2, and it's going to sit to the side. It's going to be my rainy day MMO. If I really just don't have anything else, I'll pop that on there. And I bought BioShock 2 for $15.
Cool.
That was even though I haven't really played it yet. I played about 20 minutes worth just to kind of get in it and feel it hot, but I haven't really played too much of it yet because I need to go back and finish Red Dead. I'm on the last act of that. I want to finish Red Dead, and I need to go back and finish Mass Effect 2 still before I start up BioShock 2.
Yeah, you do.
No, no, I'm lacking, but I've been playing too much Star Trek Online and Age of Conan lately, so... we'll say one quick thing. I won't talk about Star Trek Online too much because we already talked about it a bunch, but the one quick thing I want to mention about Age of Conan that I think is awesome that they added was the free levels every 4 days. If you have a 30 or plus character, you get a free level every 4 days. And that has really kind of like nudged me along that even though I'm not playing every day, I'm still getting on about every 3 or 4 days and clicking the yes to accept my free level and then going into the game and playing a little bit. So it really motivates me to just keep jumping back on. On top of, I do love the combat, but yeah, I love it. It's crazy. I wish more games would do something like that. But that's it.
Yeah.
So choppy. I think we're going to skip the show topics and stuff for this week. Because we got a bunch of because we have a bunch of listener email. But first, I wanted to say congrats to Frank. For you who don't know who Frank is,
I'm sorry, Steve. Who's Frank?
Yeah, who's Frank?
Who's Frank? Frank has been on the show a couple times.
No, Frank. The name Frank means nothing to me.
Who's Frank?
What's going on, Frank?
Yeah.
Oh, Frank!
That Frank.
Oh.
What's going on, Frank? Yeah.
Oh, what's going on with Frank?
Frank from Overly Positive, the blog, who also used to run the Warhammer Alliance forums, and he was on the Warhammer Alliance podcast.
And a former guildie.
And a former guildie of ours, has got a job working with BioWare for the community of the Old Republic.
On a very unknown MMO coming out.
Or, yeah.
Very little.
A sleeper hit.
Yes, don't know about it yet. But, yeah, so congrats to Frank. Just wanted to say that's awesome. Way to go, dude. And another side note, which we kind of mentioned earlier, but yes, Futurama is back Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Comedy Central. Go see that. So far, the first 3 episodes have been awesome.
Yeah, Thursday's episode was great.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think that one was better than the first 2.
I do too. It was the best one so far. It seemed like one of the better episodes overall of the whole series.
Right. It was about the iPhone. What was crazy about that, and I told my wife after I watched it for the second time today, that what was crazy is that they must have made that like months ago, and they timed it perfectly for when the iPhone 4 basically just came out. And it was like so succinct to what's going on with the iPhone. Not exactly, but just
and
the whole
Twitter.
craze of the whole craze of the iPhone and Twitter. I mean, that was just perfect. It was great. So if you get a chance, go check it out. I know you can go buy the episodes on iTunes, but I'm not sure what other viewing options you have to go see it for free. So,
Recently on Multiplaying,
What I am about to show you next may shock and educate you.
what's been going on Multiplaying? But okay. Listener feedback. We have nothing on iTunes this week.
That's not
I
true.
thought we had a bunch of iTunes reviews.
Yeah, there's the one from the Canadian iTunes.
Who's there?
Oh,
yeah.
shit. I forgot all about those. Yep, that's me.
Do you want me to read it?
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I can get it in a
You
second.
can probably get to it quicker than me.
Yep.
It seems
Give me
that he's
one
just in
moment.
Canada.
Yeah, it's easier.
he probably just took it off his counter.
Yeah,
Just lean
It's
over.
right here on my desk.
I'll shut out my window.
Hey, what'd you say about us?
Hey,
Bear.
hey,
A
Frank,
bear,
what'd you say?
A bear craps in his hand and throws it, and it's in the imprint. Yeah, go ahead.
Put down the bacon. Hold on.
Some Elsinore beer.
Bacon, I thought this was ham.
Okay, so we got a 5-star review from Merrick, Merek. Yeah, that's it. It's a 5-star review, a general gaming podcast covering a wide spectrum of games from the single-player, multiplayer, and massively multiplayer genres. The podcast often hosts professional developer interviews as well as reviews on games both old and new. The podcast hosts mostly consist of veterans cast of Circle of Trust podcasters, so the banter is often lighthearted and relaxed. Listeners are guaranteed to have a good time while tuning in.
I want to listen to that podcast.
I love throwback to Circle of Trust days.
Yeah.
They sound classy.
Yeah. Well,
So
thanks,
good.
Ian.
He makes
That
us
was
sound
really
like we
nice.
know what we're doing.
I know. That sounded so impressive.
Yeah, it's like almost like professional review.
Wait.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is we're actually like people.
No,
That's right.
That's not what he's saying at all.
No, that's not what he's saying.
No, he was saying we were good, but
All right, but yeah, I was wrong. We do have a couple of iTunes reviews from recent that I totally forgot about. So my apologies. We got 2 of them. One's from Scary Booster. Did I already say that one last week?
I don't think you. Well, last
Yes,
week
you
wasn't
did.
a real show. It wasn't like a live.
Oh.
No, but you did mention it at the last podcast.
Okay. So then I did the one from Waka Waka too.
I'm going to read it.
It says a great comedy show weekly with hints of video games.
Dean's saying no. You didn't mention that.
Okay, well,
I guarantee he did. But go ahead.
Oh, it's
think
like Pez's promises.
no,
This
we'll,
is
we'll wait.
Brian's. I don't know, boners. I can't think of anything that goes with the beat. I'm sorry.
time.
I'm pretty sure I did. I think Rock's right. I'm pretty sure I did.
Do you want a fucked up story?
What?
Absolutely. Do you have someone who banged a celebrity again?
Oh,
Or something?
yeah.
I know.
I love
about
Brian's
this?
story. Go ahead, Brian.
All right, so my wife's best friend is a doctor, and she was interning at the time, and she gets a call to come down and take a look at this woman who's complaining of soreness and soreness around her. She's apparently had some sort of an operation where she's had to have a colostomy bag. So she goes down to examine the woman, and she sees some warts and sores around the around the colostomy bag.
I said this was a cool story.
I said a weird story. So
I don't think that's what you said. Backup tape, Steve.
I think the words I used were fucked up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I edit this.
I want to hear the end now. I want to hear the end now.
So it turns out that this woman was actually a hooker, and she was charging extra.
In Canada?
Yes, we have hookers.
No, I thought you could just walk around topless there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can fuck them.
Wait. I thought that when you're topless, that's it. That's like
it's free game. I mean, it's
Oh God, I'm gonna
Whatever
beat
you
the
want.
shit out of all of you
But
guys.
anyways,
that's how I act when I'm in Windsor. But okay, go ahead.
Okay.
hookers in Canada are a myth. As per Mayfield in the chat room.
So it turns out she was a hooker, and she was charging extra to allow Johns to use her colostomy bag hole.
That's the worst story ever.
God! Oh my!
You are banned from stories, sir.
Oh my God!
That's why would you tell us that?
Dean. There is no punchline. It's just gross.
I was looking at Zelly's cam.
dude, I still got to read emails.
Oh,
How can I do that now?
How can you say someone's email right after you said that thing that you just said?
I mean that's
that is disgusting. This email from John.
John.
that says, "Oh shit, my secret's out."
I don't even want to know what my face looked like. Oh my God!
It was awesome. It was utter shock and dismay and disgust.
Well, because my son at 0 to 6 months had a colostomy bag, so
Oh.
yeah.
Way to
Way
go,
to bring the room
Brian.
down. Way to bring the room
I'm
down.
sorry, but
I'm gonna leave all that in.
there. Yeah.
That's all going into the podcast. I'm gonna edit it, Brian, so it's like you told the story after she said that. Like she's gonna say that, and you're gonna be like, I've got a story.
Oh my God!
You're like just a big tea bag right there.
And the title of the podcast is gonna be "What the fuck." What the fuck, Brian? That's what it's gonna be called.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not the agenda here. You're losing control, Steve.
I'm losing it? Well,
It insinuates that he had control at one point.
I didn't know I ever had it,
What
really.
happens
This is
when I
gonna be the
host?
best show advertising for actually watch the live stream because you're never gonna hear this. In
No.
the
Yeah,
actual-
none of this will make it into the show.
All right. Do we want to do email?
Guys, turn your light on.
I can't, actually.
Oh,
She's sleeping.
she's
Yes.
saying-
Yeah,
Tell her the colostomy bag story.
I had the wife aggro screaming about the light, so then I had to turn it off. Oh,
I bet
also,
she-
I have to be really quiet now too.
Oh, that's a
That's great for a fucking podcast.
Don't you have like a spare lamp in that gross hamper of skank behind you or something?
Skank. No, you're confusing
hey,
toys with lamps.
John.
That's
Just go bang her, okay? And then she'll be happy.
We'll wait. Just turn the camera up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It only took
emails.
15 seconds. I mean, just bam.
Oh,
What podcast is this again?
I don't know. The Rear Admiral cast.
You guys know that's the name of the episode, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Rear Admiral cast.
And, yeah.
Should get a picture of a ship captain, like with the hat and everything, holding on to colostomy bag. But anyways, let's see.
Hail call! Gather round, everyone!
Emails. We have emails. The first one is a series of questions from Scary Booster. Hey guys, it's me again. Got a couple questions. We already covered some of these, so I'll just kind of quickly go over some of them. But have any of you played APB? But yes, we have. So you listened to that earlier. The next one was about what's summer sales from Steam we snatched up, and we already covered that. And let's see. The next one is, do any of you think that Final Fantasy XIV is ready for release? Last we heard at E3, the combat was very 1990s. In fact, it's so slow it had a timed feeling, and to him, it's turning Scary Booster off. So, what do you guys think? Has anybody here actually even looked at Final Fantasy XIV?
No, but if it's like he's describing it, I will stay far the fuck away from it. You know what I mean?
I download the tech. What was it? The demo
Benchmark?
thing they had. Yeah, the benchmark. And I don't know. That seemed pretty janked up.
Really?
Yeah. It was just a cinematic movie, but I ran it, and I have a fairly new computer.
Yeah.
And it gave me some pretty wonky results. Like, I could not even run it based off what it was saying. I was pretty upset, and I went on some of the boards, and people gave some pretty weird reports that it was pretty inconsistent. I don't know. That's all I've really looked into it. I have no real interest to play the game.
I have a mild interest in it, but I have not looked into it too much. I played 11 for probably 2 months, maybe 3 months, but it was a very slow, grindy game, and if they haven't fixed anything about that, I can't get interested in it, because I liked the world, I liked the character classes, and some of the aspects of the combat of 11 were great. And like combining special abilities to make like even more powerful abilities and stuff like that was fantastic. But yeah, if they can't fix how slow and grindy it felt, I mean, it was on par with maybe even, I wouldn't say it's worse than Ion as far as a grind, but it was probably on par. And it was hard. It was not an easy game. At least at first it wasn't. I don't know if they ever fixed any of that.
And I doubt that Final Fantasy is going to have any real good PvP on it.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a mild interest in it because I love the look of the game, and I like the classes and stuff that they have in it. But yeah, I have to hear some really strong positives before I step foot in that game. Kind of same way I am with APB. So. But yeah, his next question is, do you think EA is setting up the best pricing models for the Old Republic by having all their new games with different types? See, like APB, Need for Speed, World, and Warhammer Online for the types of models?
That's a really good question. Because APB is really interesting to me, because it comes standard 50 hours, and if you had bought it pre-order, I think like 80 hours. And they have a model where you can get unlimited if you want after that. And I think I almost think that's a really cool way to go, because that gives you a really good taste of what you're going to do, and you have to commit to something right away. It gives you probably more than a month unless you're a really, really hardcore person.
Right, if you're playing it every night.
Yeah, you're going to burn through those 50 hours pretty quickly, but those hours in APP don't expire, and that's what I really like about it. So you could play, and if you feel like it sucked, and you can come back a little bit later. I'm really interested in how that's going to work out for him, because that could be a really cool way to do it.
Right.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's trying to get at that. Is EA trying a bunch of different pricing models and see what works, and that's what they're going to apply to Tor? I assume that's what he's asking, and that's a good question, because I'm just going in under the assumption that Tor is going to be subscription based because of their claim that they have to get 2 million subs to, or 2
Yeah.
million players to meet up with what they, or let me say that again, that they have to get 2 million subs to even out like their profit or whatever, or
Yeah,
to
I
start
don't-
making profit.
I don't think that Old Republic is going to be subject to. I mean, yeah. That being said, I don't think they're going to do any hourly type of thing or offer any lifetime sub type of thing. This is different than every other MMO that's come out probably since
Right.
WoW, and that they're going to charge the traditional model and not really mess around with it.
It'll be interesting to see what everything this year, what all the changes with the free to play models and like you're putting in with APB with the hourly models. It's interesting to see what they'll read off of that. I'm sure they're paying attention to it, but I still can't fathom them not using a monthly sub. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. His last question is: do you think Warhammer 40K is shooting themselves in the foot with all these outlandish press releases? Have you guys seen that yet?
No.
That the Warhammer 40K MMO that was shown off at E3 actually looked halfway decent, and I actually pulled the quote so I could read it off here. The core game vice president at THQ said, "I've spent lots of time in WoW. As a WoW fanatic, I'm going to go right to 40K as soon as it comes out. It's very friendly to the WoW player."
Well, of course you're going to go to 40K fucking producing it. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. The other part of that, though, is that they're saying that they are going to get the other part of the quote is they've got 14 million players, which I thought it was only like 12, but it says, "Give me 1 million and I'm good. We're real good at 1 million, right?" It says, "We don't need everybody to migrate. We just need some of them." What he's saying is they're basically saying we're making this game friendly to WoW so that WoW players will come to it.
I mean, it comes down to the fact that, they might be able to lure people to buy, 1 million people to buy the game. But like Warhammer, can they keep 1 million people in game for more than 2 months?
Like
Right.
Ion, like with a lot of things lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, I think Ion failed from the perspective of, like, Americans are too lazy to grind every single day. Like,
Right, well,
you know what I mean?
for
Like
whatever
Koreans,
reason-
Japanese, and stuff like that. They sit, do it for like 8 hours on.
probably just different tastes.
Yeah.
Oh, what I mean is,
But-
like, you make the game hard to level in. Japanese or Asians or Koreans, that whole market on the Far East, they just deal with it and spend more time in the game, whereas we're like, man, fuck this game.
Yeah, I'm playing a game. I have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Entertain me. I don't know. I can do other things with my money.
I'm just saying, like, it's a whole different culture, and they didn't really adjust enough.
But as far as the question goes, yeah, I think that's a little bit silly for them to start. It's okay for them to start talking about what they need to survive, but it's another thing to say that you're going to start. I don't know. It's almost like asking for trouble by saying we're going to take players from WoW.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
you'd be
'cause-
better off in saying, look, I think that we're competitive. I think people who enjoy WoW will enjoy this game. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to get people playing both games. I don't know, something like that. But the way that he phrased that does sound a little bit like it's asking for
he needs to
trouble.
be a little bit more humble in what he's going towards, and I think coming off cocky about it is I don't know if you'll know if it's cocky, but I don't know. Mark Jacobs kind of came off like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And look where it wound up.
Yeah, but
History
we'll
should
see.
teach him something.
Maybe he's actually got some gold in his hands, though. So well, not that Warhammer Age of Reckoning isn't, but we'll see what happens. Next email is from Dean. Hi, Dean. This is probably a given, but I would love to hear what Steam purchases everyone has made. Hey, we did that. But the next question is, I'd also like to know if anyone has purchased anything they regretted.
Yeah.
Or if anyone,
on Steam?
yes.
Champions
Oh,
Online.
Let me look through my list here because I got a whole shitload of them. Hold on one second.
Oh, I think I have one.
Oh, wait, Piz, you have one?
Just one.
What was that?
It actually came with a bundle of other stuff that I enjoyed, so I don't know if it counts exactly, because it was still worth the $5. But it was a bundle of 4 games, I think it was. It was like Darwinia, something else, I forget the name. Uplink, which is what I was talking about. Uplink is like a hacking game. From the stylized Hollywood perspective, like that movie Hackers and Swordfish and stuff like that, where it's like, you I mean, it's part of the bundle. It's pretty bad, but it's fun in a way. It's like a guilty pleasure, but it's like that set your connection to relay across the world all these different connections without having to hack them, and then hack something, copy a file, and then delete your access logs before you leave. It's like so not real, but it's it's the stylized Hollywood thing, and it's such an old game. It looks like it's running DOS. It's hilarious.
Cool.
But it's kind of like that. Oh, like war games.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like that movie. It's stylized like that, kind of. Where it's
Sweet.
I don't know. It was like it's like a bad game, but it's fun. It's cool.
Jason, you said you had one?
I'm looking through my games, and no, they're pretty much badass. I don't make many bad decisions. I think the one thing I would maybe... There are some games that I bought on the cheap that I have never played, so I don't think they're bad.
That was actually his third part of his question is, has anyone purchased a game that they never plan on playing?
Yeah, okay. I got some of those. Hold on, let me go through. I have Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl.
Oh.
I bought it for like $2 and never played it.
Also, by the way, he married me, and go on with your list.
Never played her.
Never going to play with them.
Damn.
Wow, you'll never be Rear Admiral, Jason.
Chronicles of Riddick. Never played it.
See, I heard some decent things about that game.
Yeah,
too.
no, I don't think it's a
But
bad
he's just
game.
not going to do it. So
Yeah, it's just... Okay, I played some of the Hitman games, but I bought the Hitman pack, so I haven't played 2 or 3 of them.
I played all of the Hitmans as they were... Oh, man, that was my game.
Yeah, they're not bad games.
I do like the movie. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, the
Timothy
movie was
Olyphant.
terrible.
Oh,
The movie was terrible.
he is fantastic.
She loves Timothy Olyphant.
And he is so, like... Oh, he's just so subtle. And then,
Have you seen Justified, John?
Justified?
Oh.
That's a great show.
Fantastic. Okay, go ahead.
Looking through still here. Spore. I actually regret Spore. I played it. That game sucked. Spore is pretty bad. And then I actually bought the Spore creepy and cute parts pack. I don't know why the fuck I bought that. That was bad.
Maybe you thought that's what it lacked, was creepy.
Yeah,
and
like if I just like this game's missing creepy and maybe some cute. I don't know. If I had that, this game would be complete.
Would have preferred they just patch that in.
Yeah, I was hoping they would do that, but no.
Too bad they don't have a
once you
fun
money.
and good pack.
Yeah. Can we add the fun and awesome part of the game? Because I would actually like that. But no, that's for me. What about you guys?
Not really. I don't think I have anything on my Steam list that I regret buying. I do probably have a couple in with my XCOMs. I bought the XCOM pack during Christmas, and I only really intended on playing UFO Defense and Terror from the Deep. The other 3 that came with it, I'll probably never play. But I think that's about it. Everything else I got, I have either played or plan on playing. So.
See, Steve's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not. You're not an idiot.
Yeah. I've either played all my games that I have in my Steam list already, or...
Yeah, but you kind of are an idiot. You play anything.
But I play them and enjoy them.
Right. But we do have one more question. Oh.
I'm sorry. It's like the girl that liked Free Willy. It's just
Who likes Free Willy?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you mean in the movie?
I had this girlfriend who in a movie she told me Free Willy was good, and after that I just couldn't trust her judgment on anything anymore.
Oh my god, that's like the friends. That's like the friends that told me they liked 2012, and I was like, really, you like that movie? I can't be friends with you anymore now that you told me that.
That'll be like the 8% of the people who are giving The Last Airbender a good review, while the rest of the world is shitting on it relentlessly.
I
I wanted to see that movie, and we were going to, but yeah, I think the reviews are pushing us off. I'm going to go see A-Team tomorrow instead.
Oh, the A-Team's awesome.
Yeah,
Really bad reviews for a good movie. But go ahead.
I'm going to go check that out tomorrow. But we do have one more question. I really like this question. I like all of our questions, but this one actually had me thinking for a while today. This one's from Gills. It is, what video game gadget or weapon would you most like to have for real-life uses, with the exception of the portal gun? You cannot say portal gun.
That just took the answer away.
Okay. Well, I've got my answer, so I'm going to tell you my answer while you guys think of what you want. But for real-life use, the one I thought of for probably, I don't know, an hour today, that's all I did today, was the grappling hook from Just Cause 2.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yes, if I want something from across the room, it's mine.
Okay, mine is much simpler. I'm not sure if it actually qualifies because it's a magical ability. I want the ability to... it's kind of a weapon. It's a defensive weapon. I want the ability to...
It's a mental weapon.
Shut up. You didn't even hear what it was.
Try to defend your honor.
Oh, are you defending me?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Play well with her.
I want the ability to blink.
Oh,
Blink.
yeah.
Mages in World of Warcraft can blink ahead.
Okay.
So much distance. And trust me, in traffic, holy shit, I want to blink.
I want to take that answer, and I want to do self-res from any MMO. Like, if I die, I just want to be able to put myself back.
Just so you can stand up in front of whoever killed you. God damn you!
I'll never die. Yeah,
You
as
just
long as I got
self-res
like
/ root.
60-second cooldown, I'll be alive forever.
That's pretty awesome. Brian or John?
John, you got something? Had his headphones off.
He wants the ability to communicate while his wife is asleep.
He wants to be able to participate in conversation. Is what you would like.
All right.
I would have gone with the Hearthstone from WoW.
Nice.
I'm in traffic 15 hours a week, so
get the fuck out of here. I'm going home.
Hearthstone's so much better than blinking. That's the best. Yes.
Awesome. Well, the last thing we have on our agenda is to announce our bumper contest winner.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, and I will be emailing you. You'll probably get the email before you hear the podcast. We'll just do it like that. I'm just going to email you. So you won.
Wait, what if they're live? Shouldn't they deserve to know now?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, fine.
Are they here?
Announce it.
It's 50-fold is what he goes by. So congratulations, 50-fold. You have won your choice of either Star Trek Online or equal amount in goods on Steam. So I'll be emailing you and figuring all that stuff out, getting your Steam info, and we'll get that worked out. So congratulations, 50-fold.
Wait, hold on. Is that the sale version of the amount of Star Trek Online, or is that?
God damn it, John! I gotta edit that out. You suck.
It is whatever it is right now.
We'll just find out what he wants.
So
I don't know why I gotta bring that up. I'm the one paying for it, John. Just shut up.
So if he says STO, then you're gonna spend $20.
Just shut up, John. Just shut up.
If he says something else, you're gonna spend $50.
I'm editing at this, so you know all
So
this.
but our live audience is experiencing all of this right now.
I can't wait till I come in August and just beat the shit out of you.
Speaking of, I still don't have that itinerary of the days that I need.
Oh no, you're gonna have the itinerary where I beat the shit out of you. It's gonna be, you're gonna get it.
Monday, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Tuesday, I'm gonna break your arm. Wednesday, balls.
Meet us here at 8, where you'll meet my fist.
Wow, we just went from 30 people to watching there to 24.
Yeah. See what happens, John? God damn it.
Try my nuts to your fist style.
Wow.
Thanks for
Sibling
listening to
love.
Multiplaying, though.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Really?
No, we can't end like that, God. I'm gonna hate editing
That's
this.
a horrible
God damn
edit
it.
right there.
This might be the hardest one to edit ever. Well, not ever.
I'm so glad I'm not doing it.
This may be a lot of pauses and just like people.
You know what it's going to be? You're going to have 4 minutes of conversation, and it's going to be just Aberrant talking, and it's going to be like 10 minutes of Jason's favorite music.
It's going to be a lot of me just like, and now I'm going to play another Pearl Jam song.
And that's it. That's going to be the podcast this week. So, yay!
Yay!
Hey.
Well, gentlemen, no point in hanging around this dump any longer.
Wait! Where are you going? I was going to make espresso.
Show's over, folks.
You can't go! All the plants are going to die.
Take off, eh?
Thanks for listening to Multiplaying, the companion podcast at multiplaying.net. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, etc. can be sent to multiplaying@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website at www.multiplaying.net.
We've made a lot of friends, shared a lot of laughs, often at the expense of others.
I think some people are going to be upset.
Let me just close this conversation by saying you are one unique individual.
Thank you and good night.
Dead Workers Party Network. Lovin', touchin', squeezin'.